Did you know a Supreme Court justice's choice of flag could be labeled a threat to democracy? That's right, AOC is at it again, connecting dots that don't exist. In this video, we'll get into her bizarre claims against Justice Samuel Alito and why, if AOC's IQ were any lower, we would have to put her out in the sun and water her thrice a week. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Rich here with another video exposing the sheer lunacy of the radical left. We'll call it, What's AOC Complaining About Now? So did you hear about this latest scandal? Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or AOC as we all know her, is throwing a hissy fit because Justice Samuel Alito raised a Revolutionary War era flag at his beach home in New Jersey last summer. Yeah, you heard that right. She claims it's a threat to democracy. Now, this flag was created to fly on Navy ships under the command of George Washington. That's right, the father of the country flew this flag on Navy vessels during the Revolutionary War. AOC insists that this flag, which features a pine tree and the motto, "An appeal to heaven," is somehow connected to the January 6th Capitol riot. But why would AOC link a historic flag to an insurrection that never happened? Get into the mystery. Okay, AOC appeared on MSNBC to criticize Alito, saying, Samuel Alito has identified himself with the same people who raided the Capitol on January 6th. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this seems like an Olympian giant leap, even for AOC. And guess what? There's only one photo of a J6 protester flying the "An Appeal to Heaven" flag. I didn't see anyone else holding that flag, but in AOC's world, this means Alito is sending out signals to his insurrectionist buddies. Are you starting to see how absurd this is? Let's take a closer look at this flag. Created during the Revolutionary War, it was flown on U.S. Navy ships under George Washington's direct command. So it's not just any flag, it's a symbol of American history. And AOC wants us to believe that flying that flag means supporting a Capitol riot. That's like saying if you wear Nike shoes, you support insurrectionists because some wore Nike. Yeah, it's that absurd. This flag, as harmless as it is, has a shocking connection, at least in AOC's pea-sized brain. You see, that single protester at the January 6th rally was spotted carrying the flag. And in AOC's warped reality, that means Alito is sending out signals to his insurrectionist brethren. I kid you not, folks. The nitwits on the left, on MSNBC even, are calling this a MAGA battlefield flag. Okay, here's AOC on MSNBC, which stands for More Silly Nonsense by Chicks, with Chris Hayes. Give it a listen.
What do you see as your role as a Democratic member of Congress in a Democratic House majority with respect to this court, specifically Alito and more broadly?
Well, I mean, I don't even think that we have to wait until we have a Democratic House majority because we have a Democratic Senate majority. And this is an alarm that I've been sounding for quite some time now.
She's a member of the House of Representatives, and she's trying to tell the Senate what they have to do.
Now, I think that what we are seeing here is an extraordinary breach of not just the trust and the stature of the Supreme Court, but we are seeing a fundamental challenge to our democracy. Samuel Alito has identified himself with the same people who raided the Capitol on January 6th.
Because he flew a flag outside his summer home that goes back to the Revolutionary War. Guys, she's a lunatic.
And is now going to be presiding over court cases that have deep implications over the participants of that rally. While this is the threat to our democracy, Democrats have a responsibility for defending our democracy. And in the Senate, we have gavels. There should be subpoenas going out. There should be active
subpoenas going out to a Supreme Court justice in an equal branch of government. She's a loon.
Investigations that are happening. And I believe that when House Democrats take the majority, we are preparing and ensuring to support the broader effort to stand up our democracy. But I also believe that when Democrats have power, we have to use it. We cannot be
As if you're not. I mean, are you familiar with the lawfare you a-holes are throwing Donald Trump? My God.
Perpetual campaign mode. We need to be in governance mode. We need to be in accountability mode.
You guys are in perpetual lawfare mode. So cut me a break here. You know, in true AOC fashion, she claimed that this is a threat to our democracy and that Democrats have a responsibility to demand defending our democracy. Ah, yes, because flying a flag that flew under George Washington's command is clearly a threat to our nation's foundations, right? And of course, who better to defend democracy than the woman who has never uttered a word that would force the listener to go run for a dictionary? AOC proudly proclaimed that she has been at the vanguard of defending democracy and that she has been sounding this alarm for quite some time. Our esteemed Congresswoman even suggested that the Democrat-controlled Senate should investigate Alito for his dastardly flag-raising crime. Yeah, guys, she wants the Senate to investigate a SCOTUS justice for flying a Revolutionary War flag in his summer home, because that's how democracy works, right? These people are out of their ever-loving minds. This isn't even the first incident for a flag with Alito. Remember when his wife flew an American flag upside down at their Virginia home just because of Biden's inauguration? Democrats believe Alito was making a political statement against then-President-elect Joe Biden. But it turns out that Alito clarified his wife was responsible for raising the inverted flag, and it was due to a quarrel with their neighbors. But hey, who needs facts when you have AOC's unhinged rants, right? All right, thanks for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button and get ready, because the culture war rages on.
I remember the days, all those years ago that never fade away. And I remember your face when you hit the ground. I can recall the time and place on the midnight